What's going on, guys? In this video I will be talking about 6 back exercises we can do with resistant band. Also, I will be including a bonus exercise that does not require a resistant band in this video. I understand that back exercises are not particularly famous in home workout, and bluntly speaking, they mostly consist of exercises for legs, abs, push movements like variations of push-ups and presses, and some combinations of body weight movements that does not give us a good activation on the back muscles. I have to stress the fact that not training our back muscles as much as other body parts is not going to do any justice for the well-being of our body, because it will lead to the lack of balance in our muscles that will cause imbalances in our posture. Now imagine our chest muscles get strengthened so much that they get stronger and tighter than our back muscles that are supposed to be balancing out by pulling our shoulders backwards and open up our posture. We will be having rounded shoulders, a posture that we do not want to end up with. So here are the back exercises that we can do with just one simple tool, the magical resistant band. The most straightforward exercise we can do with resistant band is row. I will first talk about high rows. Just as described by the name, we want to place the band at a higher position, preferably higher than the head level. Make sure our body is at the position where we're squared up towards the attach point. Next, we want to retract our shoulder blades, open up our chest, and direct the movement with our elbows to our ribs, pulling the band towards our body. We want our elbows to go past the back of our body. The same setup will be used in mid rows. The only difference here is to place the band at the mid level, around our shoulder level, or slightly lower. Moving on to low angle rows. Attach the band at the lowest point of the pole, square up our stance and stay on a half squatted position. Make sure our body is firm and stable. Then, drive the movement by pulling our elbows backwards behind our body. The beautiful part of this is you can switch up your grip by using a stick giving you the overhand grip, underhand grip, wide grip, and narrow grip. Also, we can perform these exercises with single arm movements. The next back exercise we have is the power row. In this exercise, we want to position ourselves in a staggered stance, having the same leg positioned in front. The movement will be very similar to the rows that we talked about previously. The difference here is to perform the movement with explosive power, pulling the band as fast, as powerful as possible without our body twisting along the way. It's going to fire your muscles in a different way. We have talked about 4 types of rows that requires a pole or something firm that we can attach the bands to. If you do not have anything that you can attach the bands to, this is an exercise for you, the band over row. Place the band under our feet. We want to spread out our stance at shoulder width, then bend over with our back straight and perform the movement by pulling our elbows behind our body. Finally, the 6th back exercise we can do with resistant band is the band pull over. Attach the band at high angle and lock our elbows with a slight bend. Engage the movement by pulling the band down to slightly below our hip level and squeeze our back muscles at the end of the movement. Ideally, we want the elbow to go behind our body as well for good contraction every repetitions. So here's 6 back exercises we can do with resistant band. Resistant band is one of my favorite tools in my workouts. I want to share the wonders of resistant band with you guys. You got to understand how the resistant band works to get the most out of it. For every single inch you pull on the resistant band, the force increases. The main part of using the band, other than the force that it loads us, is that the force is always going to be the strongest at the end of the movement. So to get the most out of the band, always include a 2-second hold at the end of the movement. It will give us the muscle connection that we never felt before. Before I end this video, I promised you guys in the beginning of the video that I'll share one bonus exercise that does not require resistant band. To complete this video, we have the bodyweight reverse row. We can do it with a table, chairs, or anything firm that can sustain our body weight. Before we dive into the exercise, make sure it is firm and steady. Safety always comes first in exercising. If it's a long table, always use the end of the table, meaning the short side of the table, as our gripping point. so the weight and the moment arm of the table will be able to withstand our weight instead of falling over us. Set up our grip at shoulder width, or we can go slightly wider. Place our body under the table and stay firm and tight, and pull our body towards the table. And here we have it, 7 back exercises we can include in our home workout during this quarantine period. I am Keewoon. I hope you guys like the content. If you do, please like, share and subscribe. Peace out.